Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be very fun and positive and happy because I love these types of videos. I wanted to share with you guys the 5 fragrances I acquired this year that are just my absolute favorites. These are fragrances that have blown me away, I really enjoyed, I love wearing, I'm semi-obsessed with, and I just thought it might be fun to share with you guys my favorites that I've gotten. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so let's get into the list. Now the only requirements for this list was that I had to have gotten it this year and not have tried it previously. I didn't want to add anything to my collection like Sycamore or some fragrances from Armani Privé that I have sampled and finally got my hands on. I want this to be kind of more of new discoveries that I acquired this year. Some of these were blind buys, some of these were just things that I really love the rest of the line and I just purchased because, you know, right place, right time, or, you know, an opportunity I couldn't pass up. But all of these fragrances I have acquired this year. The first one I'm going to talk about should come as no surprise to you guys. It is from 4160 Tuesdays London. This is Oh My Soul. This is the semi-bespoke fragrance that Sarah McCartney made for Christy Long's Facebook group, Oh My Soul. And there was just a lot of mystery and surprise that went behind this fragrance. The inspiration for this fragrance was a warm group hug. I reviewed this fragrance, I talked about this fragrance in my 5 favorite fragrances ever because there's just something about this fragrance that just really hits a chord with me. I really love it. It's warm and incensey and smoky and woody and spicy and sweet, and just everything about this is just I love. The reason why this hit my top 5 was not only was it such a beautiful fragrance and it's exactly how I want to smell most of the time, but it was also a complete surprise for me as well. I had never smelled anything from 4160 Tuesdays. I purchased this as part of the Indiegogo and it was right before Irma, so this was kind of like a bright light during that really hard time. And just overall, everything about this fragrance has been super positive and I love it. So, Oh My Soul from 4160 Tuesdays is one of my favorite fragrances I acquired this year. Going along the same lines of a fragrance that is warm and just comforting and cozy and sexy comes from Balmain, and it's Ambre Gris. Now this is one I just recently picked up, but it is ridiculously stunning. I mean, ridiculously stunning. First, you can pick up a bottle of this, like if you, for full price, I think it's like $100 for this and $72 for the smaller, but even full price, I think that this is worth it, but you can find it a lot cheaper online if you know how to look or where to shop. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. It has this beautiful powdery marine note to it, but it's just this really like ridiculously cozy scent, and I've been really reaching for cozy scents this year. I think because there's been a lot that's been going on, both good and bad, both exciting and traumatic, and you know, nothing crazy, but just sometimes, some years, you want something exciting, sometimes you want something comforting or sexy or sensual, and this year I've really been reaching for cozy things, or things that uplift my mood and make me feel happy, and this is definitely one of the scents. It's ridiculously beautiful and well worth checking out, and I wish I had gotten it sooner. A friend had recommended it to me. She's like, have you tried this? You need to try this. Oh my gosh, you need to get this. And I finally got it and I was like, I know the hype. I understand now why you like it so much. It's amazing. Next up is one that I actually did a fragrance first impression on back, I'd say very early beginning of the year. It's one of the first fragrance first impressions I did, and it was a love it first sniff for me. I purchased a bottle of it, I talked about it on other people's channels, and it still just completely owns my heart. And it's from Histoires de Parfums, and it's $18.99. This is the Ernest Hemingway one. This has notes of vetiver, bergamot, fleurs d'orange, iris, cannelle, vanilla, amber. I'm just reading this, but I can't read in French, so you know I'm just doing a horrible job at this. I'm sorry. I've described this scent as the best of Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb mixed with the best parts of Maison Margiela by the Fireplace, which is one of my favorite fragrances just in general, and had them come together and create a beautiful baby, and this is that beautiful baby. It's got a beautiful spice to it, and it's got that warm nuttiness, but not like a chestnuttiness, but there is a nuttiness to this, and it's creamy, but it's got that cool spice that Spice Bomb has. This is just a remarkable, remarkable fragrance. I love it so, so much. I still considered buying a small bottle to carry in my bag, because I have a few fragrances I carry in my bag even if I'm not wearing them, and that way if I'm out and my fragrance, you know, like disappears or I smell bad, I can reapply. And this is one of the fragrances I've considered, like, not decanting because I'm going to use through this, but getting another additional bottle. Gorgeous fragrance. Definitely recommend checking out, especially if you like Spice Bomb and Maison Margiela by the Fireplace. Really sexy fragrance, ridiculously beautiful, and just I've been obsessed with this since I tried. This one was, again, luck that I was able to get it, because I had a friend that was coming over from London, and if you watch my channel, you probably immediately know which fragrance I'm talking about, but I just bought it on a whim because I wanted to try all of them, and I was like, you know what, I really like this entire line. I'm gonna blind buy this. I know it's expensive, but I really will have I won't have another opportunity to get it. And it is from Penhaligon's. It's the Portraits Collections. It's the Remarkable Success of Mr. Harrod. You guys, this is such an amazing oud fragrance. I love oud, but a lot of times you see the same combos of oud. You see oud and vanilla, or you see rose patchouli and oud. And sometimes you get people who like the barnyard skankiness of oud, and then you like some people that like the more crisp, woody smokiness of oud. And this just has the best of both worlds. It has that little bit of twang in the background that the barnyard ouds can have, but there's like a mystery to this and a smokiness to this, and the dried fruit in this and the little bit of citrus really sets this apart as such a wearable, really strong, powerful oud fragrance. I've just in love and enraptured since the moment I smelled this fragrance. I could talk about it forever. If I ran out, I would probably email Harrod and be like, please, oh my god, please let me get another bottle. This is so good. Or I'd go to London for it. Ridiculously stunning fragrance if you have the opportunity to try it. I've loved it from the moment I got it, and I'm so glad that I took the risk and bought it. Generally, I do like the entire line of the Portraits collection from Penhaligon's. I would like to own them all. I only own Mr. Harrod and the coveted Duchess Rose, but I definitely am planning on buying more in the future. But Mr. Harrod's you can only get from Harrod's, or I think maybe you might be able to get it from the Penhaligon's, the UK website. I was unable to order it from Harrod's. I messaged them and they said, no, we can't ship it, and you know, there was no way for me to order it in the States. So I'm, again, really happy I decided to bite the bullet, and that my friend was very generous to carry it with her from London to the United States. Just, it's really beautiful. And last but not least, I do not think this list would be complete without specifically this house and specifically this fragrance. Now this is, again, a very polarizing house. Either you love it or hate it, and they're just one of the houses that I've just completely clicked with, and I really love their point of view and their quality, and just everything about them is fantastic. And it is House of Matriarch, and the fragrance specifically I'm talking about is Coco Blanc. Now, I pretty much have had this kind of obsessive collecting of House of Matriarch. I went from none to now I think I have 11 or 12 bottles, and I want to get more. So it's not a cheap hobby. It's not a cheap collection, because it is definitely pricey. But the quality of this fragrance, especially if you love natural perfumery, it's really hard to beat. And Coco Blanc is ridiculously, ridiculously beautiful. I have a travel size of this, and I have this size, and I'm already looking at, like, my bottle is kind of wearing low, that when I run out of this, I'm gonna get the big bottle of it, because it is just so beautiful. The reason why I specifically love Coco Blanc so much is because there is something about the vanilla that Krista uses that just drives me crazy. I love vanilla fragrances, but I got really tired of them after wearing them over and over and over again. Specifically last year, I just overwore vanilla, even though I really like it, and I still do really like it. There's really only 2 vanilla fragrances right now that I really like wearing because they both have a little something different about them. And that would be Cream's Sublime Vanille. I love the added little bit of citrus in there. It really sets it apart from others. And this Coco Blanc. The reason why I like this is because this really showcases her vanilla, but it doesn't make it a vanilla fragrance. It's actually more of like a white chocolate fragrance with a little bit of spice in there. It's just really beautiful and creamy and rich. And it reminds me of kind of like a really like sweetened cup of chai or masala chai tea, just filled with cream and sugar and just delicious and rich and comforting and warm. Absolutely love this fragrance. It really spoke to me on a special level because it's hard for me to find chocolate fragrances that I like. I'm very discerning when it comes to chocolate fragrances, and I feel like white chocolate in a fragrance is just so ingenious with her gorgeous vanilla, with the added spices and the sandalwood in here, just beautiful. I could go on and on and on about it, but I have. But this is definitely one, this house in general, but this fragrance specifically, I was just kind of like, yes, so happy to have it. I wear it all the time. It is amazing. So that is my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. These are the favorite fragrances from 2017 that I acquired. I did purchase them all, so nothing was sent to me. Nobody asked me to add them to this list. These are just things that I purchased, that I've loved, that I've been obsessed over, that I've loved wearing, and I just figured it would be such a fun thing to just share the top 5 that I've gotten this year that I've really enjoyed with you guys. So if you like these fragrances, let me know in the comment section below. If I have reviews, I think I have reviews of all of these actually. I think I do. I think the one I don't have a complete review on is $18.99, but I will link the first impression video where I first tried it, and then the week after if you want to know my final thoughts. But I think every other one of these fragrances I have a review on, so I will actually link them below if you guys are interested in seeing a little bit more in-depth reason why I like it, or if you're also interested in performance and price and where to get it and things like that. Definitely check out the links below if you're interested. I would also like to know what your favorite fragrances you got this year. It could be 1, 5, 10. You could give me a list of everything you got and tell me why you love it. But I really love seeing what you guys like, because a lot of times I will go out and I will buy what you guys like. In fact, I blame Smurfy Girly for my hunt right now for Iris Ganache, and that'll probably be a dream that is never realized, but you guys and other reviewers and people in the you influence my shopping habits, so please help me, enable me below by letting me know what you guys like. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like videos like this, if you like top lists, me talking about fragrances I love, and not just reviewing fragrances and things like that, remember to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this. And also don't forget to subscribe, because it's free and I'm free, and I put out new videos every Monday through Friday and sometimes on the weekends as well. So always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye!